Okay, so good morning, everybody. Today we are going to start uh, the remainder theorem. Here you can see my heading. We are going to start the remainder theorem. Actually, remainder theorem is a synthetic way to find out the remainder of a division of polynomials. So whenever we are dividing the polynomials, we are getting some remainder. Remainder theorem allows us to find out the remainder without actual doing of remainder. Okay, uh, this is the synthetic way to find out the remainder of polynomials, not any number we are talking about. Here we are talking about only polynomials. So whenever we are dividing one polynomial by another polynomial, the remainder theorem allows us to find out the remainder directly. But since this is the shortcut method or synthetic method, there is a limitation. We cannot always use the remainder theorem to find out the remainder after division of polynomial. The general form is long division method, but remainder theorem is just only the answer. So proper definition of remainder theorem is, let Px be any polynomial of degree. We are supposed to read it very carefully. Otherwise, what would happen? You will unable to find out what is the limitation of remainder theorem. Remainder theorem cannot be used always. It is having some limitation. Let Px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equals to 1. So here is Px1. Px is a polynomial, and as we know, this is the name of the polynomial. This refers to the variable. Okay, the polynomial degree greater than or equals to 1. What does it mean? The polynomial must not be a constant polynomial. So Px must not be constant. This is the first limitation. We are supposed to say that Px must not be a constant. Now, and let A be any real number, and here A be any real number if Px is divided by linear polynomial. Once again, we have the another limitation. The Px is not going to be divided by every polynomial, but Px must be divided by linear polynomial. So here is the second limitation. First limitation, what? Px must not be a constant, and another limitation, the another number which we are going to divide must be linear always. So remainder theorem is limited only to divide, means divisor as a linear polynomial in this form, then remainder is PA, means polynomial, value of polynomial meal at A. X is equals to A. Got it? This is equals to remainder. So to find out, this is the easiest way to find out the remainder. Suppose we are moving for a question. Suppose Px is given, as Px cannot be constant, so we cannot take 8. At least the variable degree must be either to the power maybe 1, 2, 3, at least 1. So 3x square minus 2x I am taking, and Qx will always be linear. Qx will always be linear. So suppose 3x minus 6 I am taking. I wanted to divide this and this, and I am interested only with remainder. I'm not interested anything apart from that. I'm interested in remainder. What is remainder when I will divide this by this? So my simple answer, how I can get it, I will find out the value of x from here. So how? By equating with 0. Now this is 3x is equals to 6, x is equals to 6 by 2, x is equals to 3. Oh, sorry, 3, 2. X is equals to 2. Now I will find out the value of polynomial at x is equals to 2. And this is going to be a value of, remainder for the division. So polynomial 2 means the value of polynomial at 2 is 3 into 2 to the power 2 minus 2 into 2. 12 minus 4 is equals to 8. 8 is the value of polynomial. And value of polynomial means the remainder. So here, this is called as a remainder. Got it? Beta, clear hai? So we have
Yes,
to
sir.
find out the remainder of polynomial division. First, we must take care for two things. The px must not be a constant. If this is constant, we cannot use remainder theorem. The second, we can apply only when the qx means the divisor is linear. If divisor is not linear, then we cannot use the remainder theorem. This condition must be aware. If these conditions are fulfilled, then we are moving ahead for solution of the question. And how we are getting the solution of question? First, we are taking divisor and equating with 0. Taking divisor, equating with 0, finding the value of x, and then replacing the value of x in original dividend polynomial. So, two steps. First step 1, where we are equating divisor. We are working with divisor. And we are equating divisor with 0, getting the value of x. Got it? And then replacing the value of x in dividend. So here we are working with dividend. Here we are working for divisor. And whatever left we are getting, that is for a remainder. So try this question. If you have you understood it very well, try this question. Divide or find out remainder. Find remainder. 3x square plus 4x plus 6 and then divided by 2x minus 1. Find out the remainder and send me in the chat box while solving the question. So here is NCERT exercise 2.1 or 2. I think 3, question number 1. So 2.3, question number 1. This is the first option. First option, when we can see, we are supposed to find out the remainder when this is divided by this. So simply, one I'm going to do for you. Rest you are supposed to find out and send your answer in the chat box. Okay. One by one, you are supposed to perform. Okay. So the first one I'm going to do. Our first step means working with divisor. The working with divisor means equating divisor with 0 and find out the value of x. Later on, what to do? You are supposed to replace the value of x inside the dividend polynomial. So here is minus 1 to the power 3, 3 into minus 1 to the power 2, 3 into minus 1 plus 1. Okay, now this is the remainder. First step is this. Second step, you are going to find out the remainder. Minus 1 cube means minus 1 plus minus 1 to the power 2 means plus 1. 3 minus 3 plus 1. Here 0. Remainder 0. But one thing we must take care, when remainder is equals to 0 means this is divisor of this or this is factor of this. This is multiple of this. Okay, so whenever we are getting remainder is equals to 0, we have uh, uh, we are having a different situation. The situation like maybe the first polynomial is the multiple of the second polynomial, or second polynomial is the factor of first polynomial. Sometimes they are asking the same question. Now you are supposed to solve these questions and you are supposed to send me the answer in the chat box. Discuss with you. The first problem which I can see in third question. Third question, you are supposed to equate with 0, means x is equals to 0. You cannot simplify because it is given as it is. And the next step, you are going to replace the value of x in the dividend. So 0 cube plus 3 into 0 squared plus 3 into 0 plus 1, which is 1. The second, you may think about the pi. Pi is nothing like a constant. As we know, the pi is a constant, so irrational number. So we will replace it as it is, pi, pi, pi. There is no problem. Here you may get confused. So 5 plus 2x is equals to 0. We are supposed to find out the value of x. So 2x will be minus 5 and x will be minus 5 by. Okay, these are little bit confusing part which we can see here. Now x is equals to minus 5 by 2. You are supposed to replace in dividend and you may get the value. Okay, this was what we are supposed to study. Now next question we are going to solve the second question from exercise 2.3. This you are going to get it from here. Try to solve it. Find the answer also. It's a very easy. Once again, we are going to equate divisor with 0. So x minus a is equals to 0. X is equals to. And once again, we are going to uh, insert the value of x in the polynomial. So here is a cube minus a into a squared plus 6 into a minus a cube minus a cube plus 6a minus a. This is going to be cancelled. 6a minus a will be 5a. So the answer is 5a. We are moving forward. Last question of this exercise. Check whether this is a factor of this or not. So checking factor, as I told, factor means we are supposed to get the remainder 0. If we are checking factor, suppose you are not understanding which is divisor and which is divising. So you may change it in the form of like a number, like check whether 2 is factor of 8 or not. We are very handy with arithmetic, so we can convert it. Check whether 2 is factor of 8 or not. What does it mean? 8 can be written in the form of 2 or not. Means here 8 is going to be divided by 2. Means what you are going to see, 3x cube plus 7x is divided and this is divisor. What does it mean? For the next, you can see if this is dividend and this is divisor, means we are supposed to process the same way. 7 plus 3x is equals to 0. 3x is equals to minus 7. X is equals to minus 7 by 3. Now we will insert the value here in the polynomial. 3 minus 7 by 3 whole cube plus 7 into minus 7 by 3. Here we are going to get 3 minus 7 to the power 3 upon 3 to the power 3 plus minus 7 to the power 2 upon 3. Okay, simplify it. If you are going to get the remainder 0, answer is yes. Otherwise, answer is no. Okay. One student, Swati Rai, has given the answer. That is correct one. We are not going to get the 0 as a next. So here we have the next topic, factor theorem. Factor theorem, once again, we are supposed to be read it very carefully. Sometime in the examination, they are asking you to write down the factor theorem as well as a, remainder theorem. If you know remainder theorem, factor theorem is easy. Okay, so don't worry about that. Let me continue with that. If px is polynomial of degree n is greater than equals to 1, same first sentence is same, and a is any real number, the second condition is also same, then x minus a is factor of px if pa is equals to 0, and second pa is equals to 0 if x minus a is factor of px. So here they have given the same remainder theorem, but they added the remainder theorem with the factor theorem. They said x minus a will be called as a factor if pa is equals to 0, and if pa is equals to 0, pa is equals to 0 if x minus a is the factor of. So here the factor theorem and remainder theorem both are same. You are supposed to write, note down these things, because in the examination sometimes they are asking you to write down the factor theorem and remainder theorem and factor theorem both having these sentences equal. From here the factor theorem says x minus a is factor of this if pa is equals to 0, means if pa is equals to given, and another pa is equals to 0 if x minus a is the factor, and there were another condition that the divisor power or degree must not be greater than equals to 1. So that was the difference between the factor theorem and remainder theorem. As we have done the previous question, we have determined whether these are the factor or not. We are going to check two more questions, whether they are the factor or not. We can see for this. Determine which of the following polynomial has x plus 1 a factor. Okay, so there are many options. I took only the two one. So for being a factor, I must consider this is the greater than 1. It's okay. And x plus 1 will be
Sir,
factor
your voice is
when.
not clear.
So we are going to equate this with 0. Okay. Now we will, once again, we will transpose plus 1 from left to right. It will become minus 1. And we are going to insert the value of x in original polynomial. So minus 1 cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 plus 1.